What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Buildit video, and today we're going to talk about the limited time stuff and some changes that you guys are seeing in your game. If you are an old player that has taken time off from the game and you have recently come back to it, we're going to talk about the changes that have happened and how to get you caught up to speed. Because I'm noticing a lot of you guys, the OG players are having trouble catching up. You guys are getting really, really, really overwhelmed. Okay. And I don't blame you. So many of you have been playing for several years, like myself. And, you know, I've been playing a long time. I took a break every now and then, maybe for a month or 2 months or whatever, towards like the very last couple of passes that right before they did the pass. I took a break because I basically got into some other games and stuff, and I didn't really have any room on my map for anything, and it was really frustrating. So when they brought out the regional maps, I was super happy. I was like, fuck yes, because I had no room on my map, and I could see how that was. The regional maps destroyed the game for a lot of low-level players. However, if you play smart and you don't unlock them too early, they're really cool. They're a really cool addition to the game. They're really awesome. But you have to be at the right point when you do it. When the regionals were first introduced, a lot of people had been playing the game for several years. They had already maxed out their capital. It was just a big update, like, okay, cool, you got 3 more maps, and then they progressed, and then they brought out the regional HQs, and then they brought out the additional storage, and then they said, okay, at first you had all the items unlocked and stuff, but then they said, okay, no, you're just going to have the ones unlocked for the maps that you have. Then they added 2 more maps, and so they just kept adding and adding. And so now we're going to talk about what's going on in the game right now. Okay, what is the resolution to all of these updates over the past year or two? So if you have not been on the game for several years now, basically what you're looking at is you're going to be looking at a lot of different stuff. When you left the game, way back, maybe before the mayor's pass or whatever, when you left, you would see that you were earning contest of mayor's buildings based off what season and what league you were in, right? So you would join the new season, you would pay tickets to join the new season, you would click on this tower here, and then based on what league you were in, every league that you got promoted to, you would unlock that building for that league. So there was 6 buildings each season, and the seasons were way longer than they are now. The buildings were way nicer, way cooler. You didn't pay for a monthly pass. Now, is the monthly pass a decent addition to the game? Yeah, it is. However, it's really cool that you can play casually. You can play the Contest of Mayors non-competitively and still get all of the rewards within the Mayor's Pass. However, the buildings are not nice. The buildings are ugly. They're not very large. They don't do the way the buildings used to be is they used to pick a specialization category. So, maybe one season it was education buildings, right? Then the next one it'd be entertainment, and then so on. And then you had like the mountain ones or whatever. I don't even know if they ever did just a mountain one, to be honest with you. I don't think they ever did. But anyways, so what you would do is that would go towards your epic projects as well. And that was super cool because it was like, okay, let's look at some of the old Contest of Mayors buildings that I have. So looking at the educational ones, this is an old comm building that you can't get again, right? I don't have any other education out on my map. Let's see, entertainment. Okay. So a lot of these here are stuff that you can get in the game or limited time, by like the lanterns. That one comes back around. But there's ones that you can't get again, and that's the comm ones. That's a comm building. Then you have this, let's see, that's not, A lot of my comm stuff is for the landmark category. And let's see, on my other maps. But then what they did with this new pass is they added one category for all the mayor's buildings, which doesn't have an epic project attached to it, which is the mayor's, let's see, right here. This one here. This is the mayor's pass, right? So these ones have a higher pop boost. They have less detail. They're smaller. They're not as cool looking. And they cost money. Whereas before you could play and win buildings without it costing money, right? But you only got the league prize if you won. Like if you won the mega prize and you got the building based off of what league you were in. So you had to get promoted into mega to get the last building, right? Now, if you look at like this one here, these are contest to mayor's buildings. See how cool these look? They're pretty large. That's a Tokyo castle. This one here, this one, that one. Those are all contest to mayor's buildings. This castle over here, the safari. These ones are really cool, I think. They got like water that comes down. Let's see. These you can buy at any time in the menu, but this is limited or contest to mayor's building. And yeah, so you get this one, this castle over here, and those are all buildings that you can never get again. So that's kind of what keeps people, like that one, that's kind of what keeps people playing the game, playing the city that they currently have and not restarting, right? So they make a feeder to try to get the rares, but the problem is rares are not the only thing that are going to affect your gameplay. So when they introduce the new pass, so for you old players, this is what you're used to. You're used to it picking a category and saying, okay, this season pass is going to be all entertainment and you're going to be able to earn those epic pointers and stuff based off that. Now, all the mayor's buildings that you earn don't go towards your epic pointers. They aren't very cool. They're not very large. So we're going to talk about all the things that changed. So one of the things that changed that you guys will notice is obviously this lovely mayor's pass, right? So as you can see, this is the 10th pass that we've had. Now, when you do your, hang on. When you do your contest to mayor's assignments, right, you earn points. So I got 2,000 points here, right, that I have to earn before I can unlock tier 1 of this pass. Once I earn it's supposed to be 611,000 Plum points per pass, okay, which is relatively easy considering it's like a 45, okay, so a 39-day season. Now, you pay $4.99 to unlock the gold part of the pass, but you still have to earn the Plum points to get through the pass. You can't purchase the remaining levels like you can on other games. You have to actually play the contest of mayors. Now, here's the thing, okay? There's a lot of decent rewards within this pass, yes. You can play COM non-competitively and still get through this whole pass without spending any real money. That's, well, aside from the cost of the actual pass. However, they have added, because this new feature, if they were to add better buildings, this would be a kick-ass feature. But because they didn't add better buildings, it's kind of not that great, you know, especially for the higher level players that have max storage and max land, right? And so it's good and it's bad. You got to kind of weigh out your options. Now, the only gripe that I really have about it is the buildings. The buildings is a huge problem for me because I play a city design game to have a cool fucking city. That's what I want. I want to be able to look at my city and have it be something to be proud of. I want to say, this is where the last 6 years of my time went. So at the end of the day, that's all that really matters, is what you have to show for your time. So if you're looking around your city and you're not seeing anything that's worth being, you know, proud of, then you need to stop what you're doing and reevaluate how you're managing your time, what you're doing with your time. I have people that If they follow my guide 100%, they spend 4 months' time and they surpass people that have spent 6 years in 4 months' time just based off managing their time better and focusing on a goal, right? So with all these new features, the old players, they're just so overwhelmed, they don't even know where to start. Well, here's the problem for you guys, okay? You guys have a bunch of these old contest to mayor's buildings. If you do not have all of these old contest to mayor's buildings, then I would recommend you restart. Absolutely. It is not worth hanging that weight around your neck. Watch my Should I Restart video, okay? Now, if you do have a bunch of old mayor's buildings and you are not, restarting is not an option for you, right? So, that being said, saying that's the case, here's what steps do you have to take to fix your city? I will have a video on that, but this is what has changed. So this is your mayor's pass, okay? Now, as before, when you left the game, we had these side passes that pop up during the holidays. Sometimes we would have to earn like Easter eggs to do spins or whatever, right? Now, most of them would be earned through house upgrades or Plum Bob points for assignments. So right now, you're going to see a side pass, and it has pink Plum Bob points. See where it says 20 pink Plum Bob points? Click this right here. This is that pass. You're going to earn these you can earn these several ways. One, doing house upgrades. So since you're an OG player, you've been here a long time, odds are you can just do house upgrades. It really doesn't matter now, right? Let's say you can't do house upgrades. Let's say you're camping, right? And if you're past level 31, there's not a lot of point in you camping. Your algorithm is pretty screwed. If you're already past level 43, then it's just a benefit to continue to go up at this point, right? Because you already have every item unlocked anyways. So, yeah. Anyway, so there's couple ways you can earn these pink Plum Bob points. You can purchase cash and get them that way. You can earn them through doing contest to mayor's assignments, and then you can earn them by doing house upgrades. Now, I have not looked at the war pass just yet. I don't think there's any pink Plum Bob points on the war map, but I will have to double check just to be sure. So, here's the thing, you guys. If you guys are looking for, let's see, house upgrade right there. So I can earn 30 Plum Bob points here just by doing this house upgrade, right? So, if I click this, it has a little red dot. This means I unlocked a level of the pass. I can collect on that, all is well, right? So, as I discussed in my video from this morning, we had some changes made to the contest of mayor's assignments and the points value, so be sure to check that video out. But there's some buildings and stuff that you can earn in here. Now, for you new players that don't know this, there's little purple flags on top of some of them. And when you click it, it says creates events. What this means is it does like a little parade on your road, right? So they have one that has like a donut shop, and it has a little parade of donuts that goes around your city on the road. Then they have one that's like the mechanical graveyard type thing, and it has like this mechanical robot thing that walks around your road. And it just kind of goes in a circle within the vicinity of the building. Okay, so that's what those flags mean. Now, since you've left, they've added a category and removed a category. This is the new category. This is where you're going to find all of your mayor's buildings that you've earned based off what season pass you have. You have to purchase the pass to get the bottom part. So the gold part you have to purchase, but you get the blue part automatically. If you do not, you're going to want to save these rewards and collect them based off putting them towards your mayor's assignments or managing your storage, right? For example, if you need 15 of each dozer to do a land upgrade, then don't collect your 55 times each dozer until you need them. They're basically, think of this as like a second storage facility. There's no sense in it taking up room if it's sitting in your pass. Now, let's say that you're at the end of the pass and you forget to collect. The game will allow you to get those items automatically added to your storage. So when you open up your game, you'll see something that says uncollected rewards from whatever season pass it is. So like last time it said uncollected rewards for season 9 has automatically been added to your inventory, and it shows you the full list of items or coins or whatever you didn't collect. They get automatically added to your inventory. Now the deeds, those are new. Okay, so these here, you guys are not used to these. What these are is they're like one free get out of jail free card to unlock something. Okay, so for example, this one's a city expansion, meaning that my next land upgrade, my next land unlock, I get one for free, but I do not have the choice to use it or use my dozer. I have to use the deed first. Now, the reason that this is annoying is because let's say that let's say your next beach is 5 of each one, right? It would be wise to save the deed for one that requires a lot more items. That way you save some money. But the problem with this, when it automatically gets added to your storage or to your game, is that you have to use it now. You're forced to. So try to use it on the ones that cost the most items, okay? If you have already maxed out your land or whatever, once you get to the point where you unlock a regional map, you'll be able to use however many of these you've collected on your regionals. Same with coins or anything. Any coins that you can't use right now. Let's say that you unlocked regional coins in the past, but you don't have regionals yet. Once you get your regionals, you'll have those coins available. Now, what should you spend those regionals on? I'm going to have videos on all that stuff, but the first thing you're going to want is the 5,000 spent on the storage facility for each regional map. Then you move up to getting regional coverage for your homes and then upgrading hotspots. But regionals is not something you should be doing until your capital is near complete. Okay, so new players, this here is a temporary storage upgrade. So for the remainder of the pass, the duration of the pass, you have temporary storage. They also increased the amount of storage capacity. It used to be 600. They have now increased it. Yes, they increased it. It's 700. Now, if you're looking at my screen, you're going to be like, well, why do you have so much? Let me explain to you how this works. You have 700 game storage. So when you click to do an upgrade, notice how it doesn't say increase storage capacity? That's because I'm maxed out. However, you get 700 total for your storage. The highest it goes up is 25 of each one. That's the most it'll ever cost. Every 5 times you upgrade, the cost goes up by 1, but it caps out at 25 each. Okay? It used to be 600. Now it's 700. Then you get 20 per regional map that you have unlocked. And when you buy the regional storage facility. So if you have 5 regional maps, 20 storage per regional map, that's going to bring you up to 800 total storage space. Then you have the temp storage, which is in the Mayor's Pass and the VU passes, okay? So you can actually go above 800 storage. It used to be 845 was the cap, but then they added the VU pass. So it depends on, which VU pass you buy. And the VU passes, they regenerate, every so often. So those ones don't last quite as long. So yeah, the storage is quite large now. If you are a high level player with a very low storage capacity, you're going to be probably needing a feeder city. Okay. You're going to want to not play competitively if you have no chance of winning, because it will cost you more than you gain. All right? But we're just talking about changes that were made. Now, anytime you get an email over here, take a look at it and figure out what it is that they're promoting. They'll tell you what's available and, you know, like, hey, mayors, it's, you know, double points week or whatever. A lot of people ignore these emails. Don't ignore them. They tell you important things. Always read your menus. Super important, okay? The next thing that has changed since you guys left is the total points that you need to earn to get an epic project done. It used to be 100 points. Now it's 200 points. It's 100 for silver, okay? 200 for gold. We used to have a cooldown of 24 hours between epic projects. So if I did an epic project on my capital map, because I didn't have regionals back then, I had to wait 24 hours before I could do another epic project on my capital map. Now you can only do one epic at a time, but you can do them back to back on multiple maps. So let's say I have one available on, you hit this street sign to look at your regionals, okay? See how I have these little hats over here? These are all epic hats. It's telling me that I have an epic project available on each one of those maps. When you want an epic project available on a regional map, or any map for that matter, you need to have and pay attention because a lot of people don't know this. Okay, I see this question get asked a lot. I actually saw somebody ask why they didn't have an epic project available for 2 years, okay? You need a fully upgraded, regular residential home before you can do an epic project on it. If you're wanting it in a specific category, it needs to be within the vicinity of coverage of the desired category. Meaning, let's say that you wanted to do a mountain epic. You need to click on the mountain, and you need to have coverage. So like the green stuff off your buildings, you need to have coverage for that specialization category before it will pop up. Now, how can you minimize the cost between changing your category? A lot of people say, put all the shit in storage, right? Don't do that. It takes way too much time. That is retarded. Take the desired home, place it far away on your map from everything else, take the desired category and place it next to the home, and then hit change. This eliminates having to put all of your stuff in storage and then hit change. That's ridiculous, okay? That's the main advice that a lot of people give. So what you would do in this sense, right? Let's say that I wanted to do an epic project in, let's see, we're going to go, we're going to find the house that has it. It's right here. This is a regular, and you're on your regional map. It still has to be a regular residential. And also keep in mind that the game has added regional epics. So if you do an epic on a regional map, you have the ability to, it has the ability to transform into one of these new style homes. So we're going to place this house far away from everything. So it has no specialization coverage of anything, right? So right now it's on the mountain category. So we're going to click mountain. See how I have no coverage of mountain? Education, there's nothing over here. There's nothing for any of these, right? No transportation or anything. So what I'm going to do, let's say I want the landmarks category, okay? I'm going to take this, I'm going to set it next to the house, and I'm going to hit change. Okay. Landmarks. See how I did not have to take everything and put it in storage? Now I can transfer the money to start the epic, and then I'm done. That's it. Now, once it's like this, it's not going to lower the happiness because it's going to transform this house into this weird like bookshelf looking thing, and it's going to give you the points value, like what points you're at, like 100 points, 200 points. Once you transform it into an epic project, if you hit silver, you got to wait the full 24 hours. But if you hit gold, it transforms right away. You click OK, and it shows you which one you get, and it gives you your gold token. Okay? then you pick the house up and you can place it back where you got it from. Or you can just pick it up now and place it back where you got it from. Either way, it doesn't matter, okay? The point is you didn't have to put a ton of stuff in storage just to change the category. That's the point. So that's one thing. Another thing, if you want to know what category your current epics are, and this isn't really a new feature, this is just something I wanted to show you guys. This is an epic project here, right? I can't show you because I can't collect my token. I'll have to show you on a different one. But it shows you the symbol. I've shown this in some of my other videos. Okay, so the next thing that has changed, aside from the points value, is they took out the worship category. There used to be a category that said worship and it had like 4 churches. They took that out, and I believe they put them in with the entertainment category. Let me double check. Nope, not entertainment. It might be landmarks, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so these last 4 buildings here, these used to be the worship category. There was never epics in this category, and these were all a 40% pop boost. And now they are an epics category for landmarks. Okay, so I believe they're, yep, they're all 3-pointers. They're all 40% pop boost for landmarks. So that's where those buildings went, and that's where that category went, in case some of you were wondering. Now, they also included this new red dot that you see on the specialization stuff. I never noticed that before. Now, they also changed, they added the war feature, which they added a long time ago, but they've since added all kinds of new features within the war feature. One of the things that we got with our last update was the war pass, right? So for you new players, they added in quite a few things. They added in, where the hell are my minerals that I was making? I want those damn things done soon. Okay. So I need to get this stuff out of this blue shield. That's another thing they added. So for those of you who don't know, see this blue glow around my map that you're seeing, and it only happens on your capital. It doesn't happen on your regionals. But you'll see, hey, damn it. I hate global. Anyway, you'll see these this blue glow. That means that your map is under shield on the war screen. What that means is that you start with a certain amount of health, right? And your health has been completely taken, so your city is knocked down, is what they call it. And what this means is that you have to repair 100% before you can launch any attack on another city, unless they hit you with a shield buster. Because people would just camp under shield, and then the other people couldn't earn any points. They'd come out last minute, and they'd hit the opposing team for a bunch of points. So they put into a feature where now you can bust somebody's shield because they added in a shield buster attack. So, I mean, the war feature, yeah, there's a lot to it. I do have a war for beginners video, but I just wanted to touch base on a couple of things that changed within the war since you guys have left. And that is definitely, sorry you guys, our team is knocked down on the war map, and I'm trying to repair before we get, completely thrown out into a big mess. Because we do war for the purpose of the contest of mayors only, and this allows people to do those war assignments. And if we get knocked down, then we got to do a cooldown, and we got to wait, and it screws up our war time and everything. So, yeah, we're trying to get not knocked down. Okay, that's also a new feature. Before, you would just hide under shield, and you would sit there forever, and you'd have to wait it out. Now, if you knock everybody out, they have like 3 hours to recuperate, and then, yeah. So I'm going to show you guys something. So everybody on this team, this guy has hit us for 9,000 points. So I'm going to go with a jackpot. 1 means 10 minutes on the jackpot. And then I'm going to hit him for, my highest attack that I have available. That leaves me with 4 energy. I can hit him again, and then I can say open jackpot. Now, as you guys see, there's 1 health left. Now, if you see this and you have a high task available, hit them with a high point task. Save all the 1 point, the 1 point hits or whatever for your highest level hitters, or your highest points hitters. So like, let's say that somebody had an attack worth 1 point for 100, and I have an attack worth 10 damage, but it gives me 1,000 points. We're both gonna kill the city, but I'm gonna earn a lot more points for the group than they would. So it's still, you don't just earn what they have left, you earn the full amount. So typically what you would want to do is you want to do a couple lower attacks, then your highest attack. But you can only do so many attacks before you run out of energy. So you've got to add it all up, coordinate with your team. There's a lot of decent war strategies out there if war is something that you're doing competitively. But we don't play war competitively. We just do it for the purpose of the contest. So here is the new War Pass. So I want to explain what this is for you new players, or for you old players that are returning to the game and are just extremely overwhelmed. So this feature, up in the top right corner, this is your war points that you've earned. So I need 1,100 war points before I unlock the next tier of this pass, which really isn't that much for a higher level player with a little bit higher attacks. Now, if I want to purchase the gold portion of this task, same as the mayor's task, all I have to do is hit the $2.99 button and pay EA $2.99. Now, once I finish the first tier of this pass, I move on to tier 2, which you can click tier 2. Now, it doesn't show you the price, but it shows you the stuff that you'd be getting in tier 2. I believe it's $5.99. That's how much it was last time. And I think that the third part of the pass might be $12.99. I'm not 100% sure on that because I never bought the second part. But the third pass isn't terrible. The point is it worth it for avid war players? Yes, because yes and no. It depends on what level player you are, how many, because you're not going to be earning any personal rewards anymore. So the way that war used to work is you would earn points. They would all go towards your whole group would earn points, and it was your points against the other people's points. But then you had all the points that you earned specifically for you, and they had a little chest on the right-hand side that said personal rewards, and you would earn, 3 bronze, then 3 silver, and then however many gold chests, right? And you needed a lot to do that. And so it was super frustrating. And it took a lot of time. So they eliminated that task because there used to be a task for the contest of mayors to earn, a gold chest or whatever. They took that task out. They took out the personal rewards and they added in this VU pass, which gives better rewards, but it costs money, right? So, It really just depends, man. It's hard to say. But anyways, you can collect on these whenever you want because you don't have that task anymore, so you don't need to save these for the Contest of Mayors assignments because there is none anymore. Now, what should you spend your war simoleons on? For those of you who don't know, yes, we have a war store now. It's on the top left corner of your screen. This here, if you buy 5, you use 1,000 war coins, which are at the top right corner of your screen here, to get 5 binoculars. Once I purchase this, the price goes up. So let's say I purchase this. It shows which cards it uses. See how the next 5 are 1,250? The same thing happens if I was to buy one of these. It would go up, right? And then see how it says 0 out of 10 right above it, and it says 1? It means I can purchase that particular thing 10 times, but it's going to keep going up in value, okay? In price, I mean. And so same thing with the boosters. I can purchase it, 3 of them. So typically what I would say for you higher level players, if you don't want to go broke doing war deliveries, try to buy jackpots with your war booster or with your war simoleons, and then try to get war items as needed through here. Okay? Don't go broke doing war deliveries. And this all depends on if you're playing war competitively or non-competitively. So if you're doing it just for the purpose of the contest, I would just buy jackpots with your war simoleons. And then if you're a higher level player, try to shop around and do repairs for your war items. A lot of players just repair their cities, and it's good to repair because the repairs are super cheap and they give war items. Whereas if you're doing a war delivery, it could cost you $10,000 in stuff to get a $1,000 war item. Whereas if you would have got hit and done a repair, it would be like 60 or like 200 bucks and shit, right? So essentially their whole thought was that people would attack each other and they would repair, and that's kind of how they would fund it, right? And it didn't really work out that way. So a lot of people don't really attack until you get into like Arena 5 and 6. Then you deal with hackers, people that, just make unlimited war items. They have mass, huge attacks. They hit astronomical scores, and it just ruins the whole game for everybody. Same with the Contest of Mirrors. You got hackers in the Contest of Mirrors, and it ruins it for everybody, and it's fucked up. So it's just what you like to do and what you enjoy doing and like to play and what you find, most entertaining. So here is your war card screen, okay? Anytime you have a war task to upgrade, a war attack for 3,000 points, if it says unlock, that works for that task, okay? So save all your unlocks and upgrades for your assignments in Mega only. Now, for those of you who do not know how this works, I'm going to explain it to you. There's 3 levels of these cards. There's common, rare, and legendary. Common is blue, rare is yellow, legendary is purple. You see there's a little number down here. It says 21 out of 30. That means you have 21 cards out of the 30 cards you need to upgrade. Once you get 30 of this card, you can pay the amount of the keys that it's asking for to upgrade the disaster, and it'll tell you what you're going to get if you upgrade it. For example, see how it says for 32 gold keys, I increase my points, my war points by 25 if I upgrade this disaster to a level 4. That's a ripoff, okay? So you just got to look and try to do if you're playing for the purpose of calm, don't upgrade anything until you have a task for it, or unlock anything until you have a task for it that you don't need to unlock. So that's how that works. This is your boosters. Boosters, you unlock at certain levels of arenas. So in certain arenas, you use certain boosters, whereas other arenas, you don't have those boosters available. The reason you don't want to be in the lower arenas is because you don't have jackpot boosters available yet. So you want to camp around like Arena 3 or 4. It's usually a good place value. You get hit a little bit, but not too much. You still get to use your boosters, but you're not getting annihilated. So it's definitely better to kind of float around that area. Okay, now, when you guys left the game, there was a couple other things that changed. We also have this stupid thing called the monster, okay? This thing pops up in the middle of your water. There is a task for it, which sucks, okay? It's a pain in the butt. But you have this lovely monster here, and with 40 health, or with 40 damage, he has 40 health. So if you kill him, you get rewards for killing him, right? So, let's see. Let's say that I was to launch an attack on him, okay? See how it does the 4 damage, and then it shows this his health go down, right? Now, let's try to skip this. Okay. So his health went down. Same thing with your war cards here. So if you guys have an assignment for war, but your club is not in war, and you have to launch a specific attack or like a legendary or whatever, if you get these for the monster, then you can do those tasks without being in war, which is helpful sometimes. But sometimes this stupid thing isn't around when you need him to be, right? Is this stupid thing worth it? Not really. The rewards, I don't know. It depends on the, what level you are, if you're an avid war player, just, it depends on a lot of things, really. But I guess you just have to ask yourself, is it worth it to you? Me personally, I don't like doing this stupid thing. I think it's a huge waste of my time and money. But I have a lot of different. I'm in a different situation than everybody else. I'm at a different point in the game than you guys. I screwed up big time early on. Took me years to fix it. I've mastered the game and become a pro, and now I'm at the point where I'm just trying to boost my regional pop so that I can unlock everything. So, I'm not really going for the same types of things that you guys are. That being said, as you can see, I unlock different parts of the VU pass. So I would go for probably the war. It has a different, you get energy on your monster that's separate from the energy on the war screen. So as you saw a minute ago, when I launched those attacks on the war screen, I was out of energy. But I had energy on my monster that I did not have on the war screen. So I'm going to show you, in this number here with the star, that's how many attacks you have available that are currently active and ready to launch. So here's your war deliveries. This is where you go to make your deliveries. This used to only give you one war item per deliveries. Now it has the ability to give multiples. Okay? You used to be able to post 5 war items for sale. Now you can only post 1 war item for sale. See how it gives me 2 now sometimes? Now, also, if you hold down on these items here, it shows you which one, shows you the first 4, and then it said +1, and it shows you which one you have ready to launch. It has a little green dot. Same with that, anything like that. Now, if you don't know what an item is called, just a little hint for you guys. If you click your inventory here and you hold down, it tells you exactly what it's referred to as. So a lot of people are like, well, I don't know sugar flour. It's flour. Just hold down on the item. It'll tell you. Okay? The next thing that has changed, and I want to talk about these perks here just for a second because somebody asked me which one they should buy. This is $450 cash. It's very tiny. Okay, you can pull it out and kind of see, and you can see it's small. So, yeah, I think it's a ripoff. But if you really, really like it, buy it now because it won't be, coming back till next year. This thing, this Haunted Mansion, it looks a little different. It looks almost, it's smaller than the other one. But it's only 10 keys. So it's kind of cute, I guess. It's not really that great, though, to be honest. This thing is garbage. It's only 5 keys, though. But it's really tiny, and it's got an okay pop boost. So, yeah, it's worth the 5 keys for the pop boost. And honestly, this shit's actually kind of cheap this year. This thing is badass, okay? I would buy that. The 32,000 one. If you like the nighttime. Okay, so at nighttime, this thing's eyes glow blue, okay? It's really hard. All I have to do is start moving shit around on my map, and it'll go nighttime. You watch. Mark my words, okay? You'll see. Start moving stuff, and all of a sudden it's going to go nighttime. The moment Missy starts moving stuff around and wants to actually be able to see shit. They're like, nope, can't have that. So I'm going to try to get it to go nighttime for you guys so I can show you guys this. Come on. I know you want to. Where is... I already have one of those parks available. I just got to find it real quick. Oh, yeah, I do have that little one already. Okay, cool. So, I know I have this thing. Where is it? Where is it? I know you're here. Oh, come on. I'm about tempted just to buy it so I don't have to even look for it. I know it's on one of my other maps, actually, I think. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm broke anyways. I'm going to show you guys something. Whenever it goes nighttime, this thing's eyes are going to glow blue. Okay? So, put this back where it goes. And you guys, I'm going to get that walkthrough city done. I swear to you, I've just been super busy and they screwed up everything. with the contest of mayor's assignments and stuff. So definitely, okay, I think it's going nighttime soon. Oh, they also have this really cool beach thing in this pass here. So this swamp thing's pretty cool, and this thing's pretty cool. I'm not 100% sure I like that, but we'll see what it does and what it looks like on the actual screen once I get to that point. This thing here, I hate. This one, But there, you know what I mean? Like 25% pop boost for 5 gold keys. That's not bad. But you guys also remember, this one's a 30% pop boost for 10 keys. So it's, it's a pretty good deal. You also have to take into consideration the coverage zone. So look at the square, the green square. How large is the coverage zone? That one seems to be pretty equal. So then you have, let's see, what do we got here? This one, no, it's not bad either. So yeah, I mean, you guys, they're a pretty decent deal. This one, not so much. I don't think I would pay $4.50 for that because it's not that great looking. But if you have the cash, you don't care, and you know you're going to want it, then yeah, do it. But yeah, I don't know. This one, I don't remember how much that one is. I'd have to pull it. That's what's stupid. You can't see the price of anything until... What the hell? Why is it snowing here? I don't know what the fuck just happened, but we're in the snow. Hang on, you guys. Or hail. Hold on, I gotta pause this. Yeah, it's hailing. What the fuck? That's crazy. Okay. Just like, I don't know. Welcome to Washington. Fucking 70 degrees 1 minute, hailing the next. Jesus Christ. Seriously. Oh my god, I swear, you guys, this game, they got it out for me, man. They're like, I know she wants us to go dark. We're not going to do it. I'm just going to go to my other map. But, okay, so I'm just going to proceed on with what I'm trying to show you guys. So when you guys are unlocking your regional maps, you need a certain amount of population, right, to do so. Now, I need 10 million pop to unlock the last regional map. And as you can see, if I'm on my capital and I click the population thing up here, it says I have 877,000. Now, if I click here, I'm really close to 10 million pop, but it doesn't count unless it's on my regionals. So see how it says 9799548. If I go to my Frosty map and I click the population thing on the top left, it says 9799548. That is only adding the population for my regionals, as you can see. Green Valley, Frosty, Sunny, Cactus. That's the total. I need 10 million population on my regionals to unlock Limestone. Once I unlock Limestone, that's it. I'm designing my shit, right? I'm going to be able to pull all my beach stuff from Sunny, and I'm going to be able to put it onto my capital, and I'm going to be able to redesign everything. And that's my plan. That is my big, big, big plan. But until I get to that point where I unlock it, I have to keep boosting my pop, and all my buildings have to be in this specific order where it's just screwed. So keep that in mind futuristically. If you know that eventually you're going to want to design up all your maps, your regionals and such, that you're going to have a decent pop boost on all your regionals. Take that into consideration. I'm telling you, because if you bulldoze shit or you don't keep that stuff boosted, it doesn't matter on your capital. Your capital's got nothing to do with it. So keep your pop boosted on the regionals so that you can unlock them all. Once you unlock them all, then you can move shit around and worry about your population after the fact, because it'll remain unlocked once you unlock it. Now, I've been trying to get some videos done for you guys, so it's like I've been slacking on my own game, and I've been trying as hard as I can to get this content out. And I spent hours last night fixing that comm guide, and then boom, they fucking changed something they haven't changed ever. The game's been like this forever, dude. All of a sudden, they change it. Like, who does that? Those motherfuckers need fired. All of them. Every last one of them. Fire them all. I don't care. Like, seriously, I could design a better building. Like, what kind of haunted house is this? Really? Come on now. Give us a real haunted house, a really cool one, okay? None of this little tiny, I have to zoom in. Get me on a rant. Don't get me going, you guys. You're like, bitch, I'm just sitting here listening to you. Like, I can get you going. What the fuck? Yeah. Why is my game not going dark? I swear. I swear. And you watch, when I start my design video and I don't care, it'll go dark. Anyways, you'll see it when you buy it. It's going to glow with like these blue eyes or whatever. It's really weird looking. It's kind of cool. But it's really, you know, it's 32,000 coins. So, you know, I'm also going to be doing a thing on the regional, or not regional, on the production guide. I've noticed a lot of you aren't really using the charts that we provided because I think you're just having trouble understanding them. So I'm going to go ahead and do a video on that for you guys. But for sure, there's many ways to use it, and you guys should be able to get that utilized and stuff because it will help you guys so much with the contest of mares. Okay, this video is getting pretty long, so we're going to end it here in just a second, but I want to make sure that I've gotten, you know, 99.9% of the changes that have been made for you people that are returning to the game. So far, that's the gist of what has changed. Do not unlock regionals right now. If you're somebody who hasn't been playing the game for a long time and you've returned to it, every regional map that you unlock is going to make your game harder and harder, okay? As you can hear, it's hailing like a motherfucker here. So, when you... Hang on, I got pot dye. It's too loud for you guys. Hold on. Okay, so, when you guys unlock regionals, it's going to make your game so much harder. Every single item or thing in the game that asks you for items will now be able to ask you for those regional items. They're hard to find, they take a long time to make, they cost a lot of money, and they're just a pain in the butt. So your epics, your shipments, war deliveries, war repair, well, not really war repair, house upgrades, shipment, your other shipments, your anything like that, anything that can ask you for an item is going to ask you for regionals, and those, like I said, they're expensive and they're hard to come by, and they're a pain in the butt to find. So, I mean, the more you unlock the regionals, the harder it's going to be, and the more expensive your game's going to get. If you're at the point where your capital map is done, your storage is maxed out, your land is maxed out, you know, you're at a really good point, you have a lot of gold epics, okay? You're running your production plan decent, and you've been playing a long time, then think about unlocking one regional map. Once you do the one regional map, build it up, okay? Get some epics done on it, build up some hotspots. You'll unlock that. That's the other thing, you guys. We unlocked a lot of new different, like, kind of landscape. We unlocked a few bridges. We've got these new things here that you can purchase. For 4 keys for the Grey Wall, 100 for this, 6 plat for that. You got these ones, you got these 3 things here. So, you know, there's a lot of new stuff coming out. The trees here, if something's locked like that, look at the requirements that it's asking for to unlock them. And this is why you don't want to bulldoze any of your airports or anything, your airport homes, because they are required to buy certain items. So definitely looking at these here, for example, I need the limestone map before I can unlock this specific type of tree. When selecting your regional map, take all things into consideration. The item unlocks, the style map it has, the hotspots available, because each regional map has a set of hotspots. So you're going to go to a category here, and you're going to say, okay, the gambling category. Each regional map has its own specific type of casino. This one is for the sunny map. This one is for the frosty map. That one's for cactus, okay? Find the one that you like the best. Find the trees that you like the best. Find the map that you like the best. The items, okay? All that type of stuff. Is it going to be certain maps have mountain? Certain maps have beach. Okay, so look at all the things before making your selection. I personally like the trees of the Green Valley map the best, but I like the map of the Sunny map the best because it has a lot of beach and things like that. So what you can do is you can hit this little street sign here, and when you click this like this, don't click unlock until you're ready, but you can click preview. And what it'll do is it'll take you to the map and it'll show you the gist of what the map layout looks like, okay? Then you can determine if it has any beach or mountain or whatever. So it gives you a kind of like a tour style like that. I should design the maps for this game because I would do some badass stuff. I got some big plans for that map right there. Okay, you guys. So I am going to go ahead and end this video. Hopefully that this helps some of you players that are returning back to the game. It is a lot to take in, okay? With the contest of mayors and these side passes, like I said, you can get those pink Plum Bob points from buying them with cash, doing tasks. Oh shit, I got 1 hour to complete that. I have to get that done. I'm going to be so pissed if I miss that. Okay, you guys, I got to get off here so that I can fucking find the items that I need. So do the best you can until I can sort out the contest to mayors assignments and the points value and everything, because the guide that I put together, now I have to redo because they changed it on us. So be patient and just watch the video that I put up this morning. It'll help you guys, okay? All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to shut up now. And go broke trying to find items that I need. That one will be easy. The coconuts or whatever. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. I want to make sure there's nothing else in here that I forgot. All right. So keep in mind, before you guys buy anything with these Halloween things, try to launch a bunch of your VU and stock up on your keys. Don't waste keys on things that you don't really want. I'm telling you guys, in November, they almost every year they've done a Black Friday deal. They will likely do it this year. If they don't, well then big middle finger up to them. But save your resources because it's going to creep up on you, and then you're going to be sitting there with a bunch of cool stuff you're not going to be able to get, because you just spent it all on a bunch of pumpkins. Okay? So get stuff that you really want. All right? And don't ever buy the stuff that's in the menu all the time during the hot months like this, where it's like, okay, we have a lot of holidays coming up. It's a waste. Okay? You can get this shit at any time. You can get those castles at any time. Wait for them to go on sale. But more importantly, save your resources for the limited time stuff. If you have 4-pointers for your epic projects, like 4-pointer waterfalls or whatever, and they go on sale for like 60% off, like the Beach Delta, that one goes on sale for like 40% off. Now, that would be the time to buy it when it's like 87 flat keys or something, versus like however many it is, like 100 and something. Okay? So, all right. Micromanage your money. Spend your money good.